checking yourself out in the mirror or something. You look gorgeous. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
I make sure like my hair, because with locks, like
Yeah.
my hair, it looks fine right now. But then if I
Mm.
zoom in, you can't see my roots for
Yeah.
real.
Oh yeah. Nah. Trust me. Nah, I had homeboys with locks, and I work with ladies that got locks and stuff.
Okay.
So I thought about doing cornrows back in the day, but I never had the patience to grow my hair out.
Oh. Yeah, it's a lot of patience. It's a lot of patience with
Yeah,
that.
cause I get like right there where you can be twisted. I be like, nah, where the barber? Fuck this shit. It's too much hair.
You could have had like you could have had the curls, the curl pattern.
Oh yeah, see, I mean, I'm good though. I think I look, straight,
Yeah, you do. I like the haircut. I like the gray and
Okay.
everything. That's
Oh,
my
thank you.
heart.
See, you make me feel good. You gonna make me blush and show my missing teeth out this motherfucker. You had started. Oh my God. So how have your week been, day been, and everything? What's been going on in your neck of the woods, Saxon? About one of the
Child,
particulars.
I'm tired. I got a vanilla job right now, and I'm just like, I'm ready to quit this thing. But
Oh, I feel you. See,
it is what it is.
people don't realize how many of us porn stars have sex workers, porn stars, whatever you fall into the
Mhm.
of. We all have jobs. Many of us have jobs. Period. Because it makes things a little easier to move around. That's just being honest.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard to explain to someone when you're trying to rent an apartment. Yeah, I work. I do OnlyFans. Did you guys sit here and show bank statements?
And then you gotta show them how much you make, and then they're gonna sit there and look at you and be like, let me see your content and all this other kind of stuff, and it's just too much. But if me as my sex worker life, if it
Yeah.
made enough to sustain my entire life, oh, vanilla job would be
Yeah.
non-existent.
Well, how long you been doing this?
As a sex worker,
Yeah, sex worker. Yeah.
um, damn, Princess told me a way to say it, but I forgot how to say it, so I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna have to ask her again how to say it.
Yeah.
Technically, with my licenses and my certifications, I've been a sex worker for officially a year. Because I just actually around this time last year is when I graduated with my certificate from Reva. But without my
Hold
training and my
on.
licenses, it's been 3 years.
So what all your certificates and training is in?
Well, right now I'm working on my master's in marriage and family therapy. I graduated with that in a year. I have a certificate in couples pleasure mapping through Sexpert Consultants. And yeah, I'm a certified Sexpert consultant. I'm an ASEX, that's American Association of Sexual Educators, Counselors, and Therapists. I'm a student member of that organization. And I have a graduate certificate in family and couple systems.
Mm-hmm. And you do content as well, right?
Yes, I make OnlyFans content, yeah.
OnlyFans. Okay, now I want you to clarify that for my listeners before we go into these particulars. So you do boy girl, you do solo, you do twerk. What type of content can they expect on your
It's more of
OnlyFans?
solo, and it's more of like my sexual liberation. What I
Mm-hmm.
define as being like a woman, a black woman, full figure black woman, BBW black woman who loves to be half naked, point blank, period, and what that looks like for me. So sometimes it's me and my partner. Me and him will do content together, but it's mainly like the focus is me and my assets.
Okay, so with that being said, people, now y'all know what you do. After these particulars, you're gonna know the name. So welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone trying to start their own podcast career. All you gotta do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and set up a profile and start podcast today. I'm your host, Kevin the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what it is. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Let me tell you about four. That means four wonderful sponsors that she's just so cute. It's such a distraction. I love it.
It's a porn rap star, so you gotta be like, Rooka. We need turntables or something.
See, I like we about to get lit on this episode, and this ain't the premium smoke room. But like I said, let me get these sponsors out the way. So the first up being the Facebook of the LS community, lsworld.com. Next up is the hottest adult magazine in the web. I'm talking about eroticismmagazine.com. And black owned, 90% profit for your content creators. Also, no hashtag issues. And for your consumers, a new place where you consume your Triple X content. I'm talking about excitebunny.com. And last but not least, an award-winning and nominated, and I'm going to say it again because I love saying it, Black-owned. It is porn with a sensual side and spoken word over top. I'm talking about Blush Erotica. So go to blusherotica.com and get yourself a subscription and check out the new wave, the new erotica sensation in the game. Also, proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go to shopgwdistrict.com and buy products from over 500 Black-owned retailers and shops. Also, check me out 5 days a week. I'm talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday mornings, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Fully Swap Radio. Also, check me out on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com, as well as the BGP LLC app. Shouts out to my man Gerald. Now, I'm going to shut up. Let this sexy, smart, gorgeous, opinionated, curvaceous, and I got a feeling she's gonna be one you're gonna remember for a long time. Introduce her sexy chocolate ass.
Hey people, or for people who know me, you're my freaks and geeks. My name is Fairy or Fairy Sex Mother. And yeah, I'm an erotic mindset coach. I focus and I help couples with their erotic goals. I help individuals reach their erotic goals, and I do that through therapeutic practices and approaches and models, body positivity, body movements, music therapy, and also life experiences, because I was a hoe.
So when you say you was the hoe, break that down. What made you
I was
the
out
hoe?
here spreading my pussy like it was 1865. Like it was nothing. I was living life. Oh, hello.
Yeah, you back, you good.
Oh yeah, I was living life.
Mm-hmm.
The best way that I could.
Mm-hmm.
Had no remorse with what I was doing. Some parts of me living my life, it came with sexual trauma. And coming from that sexual trauma, I learned a lot of lessons. And after I learned those lessons, I was like, okay, now it's time for me to take those lessons and do better and still live my life. And I've lived, even though I'm young in a sense, I lived a great life, and I loved the way that I live my life. And now I'm a hoe in a relationship.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, because people don't realize how many of us are married in relationships. We have significant others. Even on the porn side and stuff, it's like you'd be surprised how many male talents you work with, their wife shoots them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa. You know, they really think we don't have a life outside of this shit. I don't.
Oh no, I have a whole life. I have a whole man. Me and my man got a dog together. We pay bills together. That's my twin flame. He my soulmate. That's my dog. We gang about each other. We not splitting up. Everybody else can go, but me and him stuck forever.
Sound like me and my wife about this piece. I met her in this business, actually. You know, period. Actually was recruited. She was recruited by a male talent that I was working with. That me and him was working together. And that's how I know. And we've been together ever since. She done magazines. She done been on the cover of a DVD or two. You know, she done her thing back in the day. What have you, in adult films. So, but this is about you. This is about the fairy sex mother. So it's like, how does did the content play a factor with your therapy? With when you counsel, this, you counsel couples or what have you?
No, the content, well, everything that I do, technically, that I post on social media, whether it's OnlyFans, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, is considered content. So I won't say no. What I put on social media, my main content, it is to stimulate the mind. I more so don't want to always make my content about couples, because even when you're in a relationship, your identity is not based on you and your partner. Your identity is based on you and them and then what you guys bring together. So I kind of like
Mm-hmm.
make my content on social media more so about like, well, what are you doing to make
Mm-hmm.
yourself better for your relationship? Because we always like to point the finger at the other person, saying like, well, my
Mm-hmm.
partner needs to suck my dick more, or my partner needs to eat my pussy more, or this
Mm-hmm.
partner needs to do this more. Like we're always pointing a finger at people, but you point one
Mm-hmm.
finger at somebody, you got 3 more pointing at yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
I like to bring out the accountability part in sex.
Mm-hmm.
So that way it can lead into like, okay, well, if I take more accountability and my partner takes more accountability, we transfer
Mm-hmm.
that energy into like something really healthy, sexual,
Mm-hmm.
healing type energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then with my OnlyFans content, like I said, I live a very liberated life. And I
Mm-hmm.
like to live my lifestyle with my partner. And even without my partner sometimes, like I just like to show my naked body. Like if I get in the shower and my ass look fat when I got out, I'll be like, oh, look, a little shower pic. You know, my OnlyFans subscribers, they be buying me lingerie and stuff like that. Especially like my one of them is like my huge babe. He'll buy me lingerie whenever he feels the need, and I'll just put the lingerie on and be like, here's a lingerie show. So, you know, OnlyFans, it is what it is. You get like the authentic, well, not authentic because everything I do is authentic, but you'll get like very behind the scenes and some more. Whereas like Instagram and Twitter and working with my clients and stuff like that, you get a very professional like fairy. But I'm still gonna talk to you in the most honest way because I'm not gonna come to you and give you all this whitewashing or brainwashing rhetoric. I give you honesty and compassion and empathy, but reality at the same time.
Now, my listeners was listening. I know what you're thinking. Within those 10 minutes, gave me 15 reasons why she's coming back to this show after this interview. So trust me, you probably done heard before you hear this interview. You probably done heard about 5 to 6 times. But I'm just saying because we're not gonna be able to unpack all this in one episode. It's gonna take time. Now, let's begin with the most important thing, which is you being a therapist, what have you, and then we'll move to the content. We're gonna, go on a
Okay.
little journey here. We're gonna go on a little journey here.
On the way.
So with I like you so much. I can't wait to meet you face to face. Now, when it comes to the therapy, when you talk to couples, what is some of the biggest hangups that couples have sexually amongst themselves?
Ooh.
I
What's the
ask good
biggest?
questions, don't I?
What's the biggest? Um, Honestly, it's between communication and being closed-minded.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they both kind of go coincide with each other. So I'll just say
Yeah.
closed-minded.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of couples, what excuse me, what I specifically do is I help couples relieve trauma. Because not all trauma means like, you were abused or you were sexually harassed
Mm-hmm.
or something that's like mainstream trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I said that in a way that doesn't trigger anybody. But some people do have like relationship trauma, relationship PTSD, trauma with their family that doesn't allow them to open their minds to what the world of sex really is. A lot of people just think sex is a dick and a vagina, penetration, or vagina, dick, whatever, reproductive organs doing their jobs, and that's it. Whereas sex is like mental, it's physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual. And so I help my clients specifically unlock those emotions and figure out how to take like the positivity about that and then move it to your reproductive organs and then make love in the most erotic way possible. But it doesn't necessarily mean like you're having penetrative or physical sex, because you could have emotional sex as well, or physical touch sex, all that kind of stuff.
See, I think it begins with the mental. Because even to this point, I always said this: monogamy is a mental thing. It's not physical. We
Right.
just associate to physical because that's what we was told.
Exactly.
And it's kind of like, I think to me, like I mean, I ain't no therapist or nothing, but when I listen to like men and women and shit talk, it's kind of like the disconnect to me is that they don't want to be 100% honest with each other on a sexual level. In which, if you can't be honest on a sexual level, you're not gonna be honest on any other level in your relationship.
Exactly. But a lot of people don't know how to be honest on a sexual level because they don't know what their sex life really is. They don't know what it entails. Because we could sit here and talk about like how, people want to sit there and blame porn for being the reason why people can't have sex. Whereas porn is nothing but images catering to a fantasy. You can pick whatever kind of porn you want. At the end of the day, it's a movie. It's a category. Just like picking a book, going to the movie theater, and you're trying to pick whatever movie is good based off of the trailer. Porn is the exact same feeling that you're just trying to cater to a fantasy, a dream, or a desire. But then when you come home, what are you doing to cater to those dreams and desires? What are you trying to do to make that happen? A lot of people don't do their research. Like a common thing that I guess the most common thing recently that couples have been coming to me about is being dominated in the bedroom, not necessarily having to add equipment like floggers, whips, paddles, or anything like that, but just wanting their partner to be more assertive and a partner to submit to them more. And recently I posted on my Instagram, well, you guys want a leader and you want this person to be to submit to you, but what are you doing on the other end? You and Daddy Hef, he especially taught me that a dom or a good leader can't be a good dom or can't be a good leader if they've never been a person who's submitted before or they've never been a follower. And so that's something that I've been talking to couples a lot about. Like, you're trying to tell someone what to do and be in that authoritative figure role, but you yourself don't even know what it takes to be the person under, to be the sub, to be the follower. You don't know. You guys don't know about the other ends, but you're trying to tell each other what to do, and you've never experienced it. And so I've just been working on that a lot lately, and just teaching them about like communicating and finding ways outside of pointing fingers to express how you feel and what you want.
It's just funny because when I sit here like, listen, right? I was like, how is it that you can't get it together on a sexual level? It's just some people. It's like this to me. Some people just don't fit.
Some people really have a struggle because a lot of people have, when it comes to relationship trauma, we'll like break it up into two parts because it's relationship trauma and then like, again, family. When it comes to relationship trauma, think about your first. My shit. I remember my first only because of how the situation was set up. Like, it was our anniversary and it was like all romantic and he was my boyfriend. Cool, but everybody first wasn't like that. Some people had like fuck buddies for first. Some people like only did it because everybody else in their friend group was talking about it. So they was like, oh, let me join the group so I could be a first. Or some people did it, or some people first wasn't even a first that they consented to. It was a first of some shit that just happened and it caused a lot of scarring. And then you go down like their entire sex past. A lot of people have never been in a relationship, a real relationship. A lot of people have been in situationships. They've been in fuckships. They've been in a something, but they've never been in like a true genuine relationship where someone had like to cater to their feelings. You cater to somebody else's feelings. You talk about like how your emotions are affecting you. You actually have someone that you trust and who won't break your trust. And then the people who do try to find serious relationships, then what happens with all the other stuff other than sex
problems? I think it begins with knowing oneself.
Of course, but a lot of people don't know themselves because that's where the whole family trauma comes in. Because you got family members who'll sit there, like if your family will be like, Mom, can I go hang out at Bobby's house? No. Why? Because I said so. Now, whenever someone tells you no as an adult or in a relationship, you're sitting there thinking like, oh, they're telling me no because they're trying to control me. They're trying to do all these things to manipulate me, when in reality, they could be telling you no to help you, protect you, but you don't know that because of all the trauma that you've experienced over life.
Yeah. Because I think with it, well, to me, because even from the one thing about, I guess, us as porn stars, people in the sex trade, our sex life is going to be a little bit more fruitful in the relationship sense because we are more open. And main reason, not shame, because a lot of this also has to do with shame. Because, for example, you take a man who might watch porn. He watches it in secret because he's afraid his wife is gonna get an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why would she get an attitude? It was just stuck out in her. She's a big girl.
And I'm
You looking
watching
at
porn with skinny
small,
women,
skinny
so
women, but and she's in her feelings thinking that what you want. I'm not adequate. No, your man just a fucking freak. You just like looking at fucking porn. Why don't you sit down and watch it with him? Actually, give him head while he's watching porn. I mean, I'm just
hello,
saying.
oh baby, that is top tier. One of the most fun things to do. Like having my man watch a fantasy on a big screen, and then I'm giving him head while the fantasy is happening. Like, oh my god, that's an idea for tonight. You gotta suck dick on your period, ladies. Remember that.
I remember them days.
Well, I still got one right now, so I got a few years to my bitch go by.
But see, but that's why I think it's like the more I want to listen to people when it comes to just relationships and the disconnect, some of the arguments that men have. Like I said, and even with women to a certain extent, but it's kind of like people don't understand the key to a relationship long lasting is adjustment. How you adjust to your mate, and they have to adjust to you, and their changes. And
period. Open communication, because you got to be willing. If you want to dish something out to your partner, trying to tell them all these things, you have to be willing for your partner to come back and say some things to you as well.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask you this because we about oh god, this is gonna be a special smoke episode, people. I
wish I had a Rillo. My Rillo's all busted.
Okay. It's this then. In a situation of if a threesome comes up,
okay,
who should suggest it? Who should suggest it? I have my theory, but who should suggest when it comes to a threesome or get into a lifestyle that it will go over better, man or woman? I love asking a therapist this because see, she gets it on deeper meaning, deeper level. I'd rather give it.
To be very honest, I think whoever feels like they want to live that lifestyle should bring it up. Mm-hmm. I don't want to put it on one specific gender to bring it up, because if we go stereotypical and say like, the man bring it up. Men bring it up all the time, or they don't bring it up all the time. I don't want to say that. If we go the stereotypical route saying like, a man brings it up, a man more than like a cisgender male move, go to your room. A cisgender male, heterosexual male, would more so want to be into a female male threesome, and they will bring it up. When they bring it up, here comes all these things of like, you just want to cheat in front of my face, you just want to publicly do this, you want to not, like, it's all these excuses, and honestly they're bullshit excuses, because you're just sitting there trying to just take something that's so fun and beautiful and make it like seem like it's a negative thing when it's a person's fantasy. And I don't want to sit there and be like, females bring it up, because sometimes nowadays more women have been open and vocal about wanting a male female threesome. So I feel like whoever wants to have the threesome or live that lifestyle, you should bring it up. Me and my partner brought it up at 2 separate times in our relationship. And that's kind of how we like dabbled our way into it.
I say the woman. Because, see, I'm going to tell you something. Okay. I'm 47 years old. And one thing, 47. So I know I look about 54, but I'm just saying. It's...
No.
Oh, no. Making me blush.
You went up. I was definitely going down. I gave you 40 now. Because I don't even, gray hairs don't even tell age no more. Because I see people who are like I'm 27. I have people who are my age and younger with gray hairs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
all right. My theory is this. The woman must take control of the situation. The reason why, because, the reason why is this fact. What you just said, if we bring it up, they're going to think it's bad. You feel me? They're going to look at the negative and the extreme. Nothing against women. I don't want women to come after me, but y'all do. Let's just be honest. Man, we be in our feelings too. You know, we have Drake. I'm just saying.
We have Drake.
We have Drake. You know, we sometimes be in our feelings. You know, you hear Bootsy. I'm just saying.
Drake is your in your feelings artist. Okay.
In your feelings, you know what I'm saying?
You go to Drake for when you're in your feelings.
He made a song saying in his feelings. He tried to tell people this. Who more petty than Drake?
Okay.
So when it comes to, I'm not even gonna go to male, female. I'm not gonna go there. That's second. Because 9 times out of 10, the probably the first damn near threesome is gonna be 2 females and a male. Okay. One.
Well, I'm a lucky person, and my first threesome was not that.
I feel that for a threesome to work and work properly, with no issues, no resentment, no anger, your woman must actually want this shit.
Facts. Now, I do agree. I do not agree with whenever the conversation is had. If there is some reservations, hesitations, stuttering in the voice, anything that shows that she is uncomfortable, that anybody is uncomfortable, don't do it. And don't. And I
for women
suggest that if your partner, if you do not want to have a threesome, do not have a threesome with your partner just because it's like, oh, I want to keep them. I want the relationship to last. Because as soon as you see somebody else sucking your man dick and he go, oh, one good time, you gonna lose your shit.
Actually, prefer if you're bisexual, if you want to be honest, bisexual or pansexual, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You ain't paying attention to her sucking the dick because your face is buried in the pussy. I'm just saying.
These things, a lot of things can happen in threesomes for sure.
I mean,
and a lot of
hitting it from the back strap on and he getting hit. I'm just saying.
A lot of things, a lot of beautiful. I agree with you. A lot of beautiful things can happen while you're having a menage a trois, an orgy. Hell, living in the lifestyle. A lot of beautiful things can happen. But if there's any insecurities, any reservations, or anything like that, it's not gonna work out.
That's why I said the woman take the lead, because also the second part is that she probably gonna pick the woman. Because I'm gonna tell you why.
I agree with that though.
The reason why, because they may not be particular about the dick they suck, but they fucking particular about the pussy they gonna put in their mouth. And she can be drop dead fine. It don't take much for it to go left between them 2 women.
I'm particular about my pussy, bro. Not saying that my man will fuck anything and anybody, because I don't feel like he would now that he's dating me. However, the pussy that I inquire, oh no, it's stipulation. And I don't just mean like the pussy in between the legs. I mean the woman as a whole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's some stipulations. I got first of all the test results. And I need the test results.
And y'all vibing. Because see, it like put it this way. Us as men, we may think y'all gonna vibe. And then when we get y'all together, it's just like, bitch.
Oh yeah.
We need to talk, honey.
And people think that when you have a threesome or when you are like, you know, living that lifestyle and stuff like that, it's just supposed to happen like how movies portray it, like, oh, the person comes over the house, next thing you know, poof, a threesome happens. Like sometimes, you know, it could happen like that if you're that lucky person. Kudos to you. But if you genuinely want to have like a threesome where you feel secure in your relationship, there is a level of courting that I'm gonna say, like, let's say me and you are dating. If me and you are dating,
woo each other. We gotta woo each other. Yeah,
like me and you will find me and you will go out, and if I say, babe, like, Bobby, look at her, she's cute, da 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 da, and I go approach her, me and her got a vibe. Me, her, and you as a 3-way have to vibe. We have to be able to have a conversation with each other. Like there has to be some type of before, during, and after care. Because if there isn't, then that's what just makes the whole situation awkward. So there's a level of courting that you have to experience.
Yeah, because I was watching something on TV. Well, my wife was watching something on TV, and she asked me a question. And it was... Okay, I'm just gonna say white people, but but the lady allowed her man to get not a cheat, or get some pussy other than her once a year, but she couldn't get none. So she brought to his attention, she was like, I don't want you to do that no more. And he was like, no, I don't think that's kosher. And they get a divorce. Or
so you get free pussy once a year, and she say stop doing. It's one time. You already went 365 without. Okay.
I was thinking that. I was like, you already gave the dude the green light to do this shit. Then you want to change it now.
I mean, that's normal because feelings and emotions change over time, and then after some time has happened, or not time has happened, after some time has gone by, sometimes it does get to a point where you're like, okay, let me take a step back from this current lifestyle that I'm living and see what else is out there for me and for my partner. So it's understandable. I was more so like,
but see, I think what it is this. There was no balance. And what I mean by balance is that she has the option to play too. She has the option not to take that option. You feel what I'm saying? Because it builds resentment because he's going out there to get some pussy. While she's sitting at home and she can't get nan lick a dick. So he gets to go tap whatever the hell he feels like tapping, and it builds resentment. Because if both can't do, or at least have the option to do, then it's a different thing. Because now, it's like, put it this way, when she stepped to him saying, well, look, I don't want you to do that no more. It kind of, he was going to be an asshole about it, like, I guess we need to get a divorce or what have you, period. Because the simple fact you changed the dynamic, but part of the reason why I believe the dynamic was changed because she didn't have no option herself. Because if she had an option,
this is a movie.
No, it was a reality show called the Capotes, whatever they was. She said she felt inadequate. She was a fucking Miss America. I was like, okay, interesting.
Okay. Okay.
But that's just what I mean. To me, I just think any relationship has to have balance. If you're going to do or play in a lifestyle, you're going to swing. If you're going to do porn, it's kind of your mate should have the same option to a certain extent, but they ain't got to take it. Because then you can't build resentment because then if you decide, well, I want to take the option.
Even if you're not in the lifestyle, you should be able, you and your partner should have equal boundaries. There's no reason why one partner has more something over another. Everything should be equal. Unless you and your partner come to them terms at y'all foundational thing was I'm up here, you're up here. If y'all created that understanding, that's what y'all build your relationship on, that's on you. But if we want like a healthy, equal, natural, amicable balance, then you got to be here at all no matter how high or how low. Y'all need to be even at all times and be fair. Because when you're not fair, that's where the issues come into play.
Now, with some of the couples that you talk to, is there a lack of foreplay with their lovemaking?
Oh yeah, it's a lack of foreplay all around. Like even my clients, even people who aren't my clients, it is a lack of foreplay just all around. Everyone thinks that, like, people just now are learning that oral sex is not foreplay. Even then, I had to teach someone a few weeks ago that oral sex is sex. And they looked at me and was like, how is oral sex sex? And I'm just like, well, if you want to take the penal route, a penis penetrating your throat is oral sex. A tongue penetrating your vagina or your butthole is oral sex. And having to like break that down, it was just like, oh, so that's not foreplay. It's like, no, because it's sex. Like, it's the physical act of sex. Foreplay is emotional, mental, and physical sensations that stimulate the body before engaging in sex. And having to like break that down to people, they're like, oh, so what can I do for foreplay then? And it's like, so what do y'all do before? Like, you just spit on it and go? Like,
there's no kissing. There's no
kissing,
rubbing.
There's no touching. There's no caressing.
She
there's
just
no
needs to suck his dick.
There's no courting. There's no like tease dancing. There's no like suction nipple stimulation.
You wanna know?
Like,
You wanna know why? You wanna know why? Because the porn they watch don't have that no more. Yeah. I said it. It don't have it that no more. Come on, how often do you see a man eat the pussy in porn now?
You know what? And King Noir talked about that in an interview. He said like when he reads a script from like another company that they will exclude eating pussy out of it, and he was like, why? Like, why would we take that out? And they was basically trying to explain to him that like when it comes to eating pussy, the angles and stuff like that, because like compared to sucking dick, when you sucking dick, you just see a dick.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna give you the real reason why.
Why?
The fan base that's watching that porn is 95, if not 100% men, with some sprinkled in some of the men from some of the people and individuals from the community. Because I don't want to piss on nobody today. And because of the
tomorrow is a different story. He said I want to piss on off today.
Because I'm still working on the pronouns, damn it. I'm still working on them, goddamn. Because
hey,
I'm just saying.
You just call them the community. Yeah, I feel like they will appreciate that.
I ain't like saying the alphabet. That's why I said the community. Now, but because of that fact, and really honestly, because the companies, they don't cater to women, they cater to straight heterosexual men. So because of that, guess what men don't really give a fuck about watching? Pussy eating. You know what I'm saying? Period. Any company that caters to trying to get couples or try to cater to women, like Blush Erotica, damn, it might be Blush Erotica, the only one.
Royal Fetish Films, they cater.
Royal
Fetish,
yeah,
fetishes.
the more sensual shit. You know what I'm saying? See,
yeah.
You. Sorry, Royal Fetish. I'm sorry. But anyway, but the point being is, that's the reason why. So because they figure man wants to see, he don't want to see another man eat pussy. He might want to see a female eating pussy, but he don't want to see another man eating pussy. And all they want to see is, okay, she gonna suck that dick.
You know what's crazy? It's so crazy. I follow so many content creators from the porn industry all the way down to just sex workers in general, and I just be quoting them and all these stuff because they are so factual, and I love that. That's the reason I love like people in this industry, because we're like educated beyond the beyond. Another content creator or an adult entertainer, her name is Kiera. She said that like the reason why, no, she said that if more people wanted to enjoy all different types of porn and different categories and stuff like that, y'all gotta start paying for it. Like the reason why a lot of these companies have black women, white men, or they have certain stigmas or certain reasons why they shoot certain things and with certain people is because these are the people who are paying for it. A lot of people don't want to pay for their porn. They want to just go and get the free shit. They want, just like some of these horny ass people who be in the DMs, like, oh, let me see your titties for free. Let me see your dick for free. Let me do all these things for free. When it's like, do you know how much money, effort, time, and energy I have to put into making this content, and you want it for free? Like,
and see, and that's why it basically, in layman terms, these dudes are not going to switch up because it is ran by men for the most part, and probably your top companies ran, well, Playboy is ran by his daughter, but I mean she.
Oh, Holly's not over Playboy. I thought since when Hef died,
I know his daughter took over for a minute. I took over. I don't know if she still got. I don't keep up with. I went in class that day, but but you know what I'm saying. And Wicked is. I don't know if the lady's still the president, but it's mostly men that runs it at the top of the heat, and they're not going to switch what they're doing unless the money forces them to. That's why
they've been making money. They've been making millions and billions of dollars using this same tactic for years, and they're not going to switch that up just because some people are asking for it. Like, y'all have to pay. It's gonna suck. It sounds ass. It sounds trash, but y'all have to pay. Like, honestly, I have no reservations about paying for my porn. Like, I have a very beautiful porn collection, and some of my pornos I paid $10 for them. Some I paid $80+ for them, and I don't care, because every time I watch them, I be like, yes, it gives what it needs to give, and I get happy
Ever
every
since I
time.
became a porn star, I'm sorry, I have not paid for porn because I don't watch no. Well, I watch their trailers. Cause I'm like this. Why am I gonna watch a porn when I can just shoot with you? We can make this money together. I'm just saying.
See, you a porn star. I'm not a porn star. I'm a sex worker. I'm a sex educator, but I'm not a porn star. So even then, like, even when I go to Exotica and I see like some of my favorite porn stars, I fangirl out. And some of them like already follow me on social media. So they'll be like, Fairy, you know, like we be talking on Twitter and stuff like that on a day-to-day basis. And I'm like, yeah, but you're still like a porn star. Like,
but see, you fit with post being Exotica because sex therapists. Yeah, they're playing sex therapists. They go to Osaka with. You feel what I'm saying? But if you a straight up fucking cosplayer that supposed to be in goddamn the Comic Con out this bitch, fuck you doing it? You don't even got them get hard and naked, and you at this Osaka. But I digress. I'm just saying.
I digress.
I digress. But no. But with that being said, because you got onto the content side of things, yeah. Now you have been Exotica. All right. You film solos, which I'm gonna ask you about that, and as well as when you get with your partner, because that's your boy girl content or what have you. There's gonna be pressure coming to hit you about doing the business of porn, because see, anybody tell you I don't sugarcoat shit. We keep it real on the smokers lounge. I want the smoke and I bring the smoke, and that's facts. The reason why I say that, because one, you then stepped into the pool. Because when you go to Exotica, now people got eyeballs on you. So how do you deal with the pressure that will come or it already came of top talent wanting to work with you for boy girl?
I always come back and I tell them that all of my content is educational purposes. And I do tell them that I am not in that lifestyle to publicize it, like to market off of it. What me and my partner do, outside of OnlyFans, is literally like me and his business. That is not something that I will, like, it's a known thing that I have threesomes, because I put it on my social media. It's a known thing that me and him are non-monogamous. However, it's very much like, that's a me and his, like, that's like, I don't want to call it a hobby, as if like we just do this on some like everyday type thing, but it's like, that's our time with each other. So if the content creators who have approached me in the past, and even if some approach me in the future, everything that I do will be educational purposes. And there's always a way to enforce education in sex, because every content creator has their own niche. That's how you say the word. They have their own niche and their own thing about them, and they have knowledge that can be spread to the world and help somebody. So I more so push the educational aspect of it. I know sometimes it can be confusing because I dress very provocative, and I dress like I'm always naked, point blank, period.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say right now. I'm just gonna say this right now. Part of the course is to look sexy, babe. You're a sex therapist. Okay? They just, at the end of the day, it's like this. I tell people, there's two ways that you can make money in porn without sucking your dick or fucking somebody. Is that you're doing something to extreme. I put down the extreme with the sex therapist because it's you're fucking you with the mental. You're fucking with people's minds. You're understanding people. This, that, and third. That's along the lines of BDSM to me, because BDSM is a mental energy exchange. Yeah, energy. Therapy has energy exchange. You get what I'm saying? And the whole nine, all that shit. Tetras. We can go all day. I'm an energy proponent. But oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay now.
So you know what I'm saying? So see, as soon as I did that, I lost my train of thought. See, smoke too damn much. And yeah, I was in touch with, energy exchange, what have you. And then the other part is camming services. You know what I'm saying? For the most part,
Oh,
on the
true,
fetish
true,
end, on the
true.
fetish end, period. So my point is that we should ask a question: is it even needed to even? Okay, put it this way: if you have the option to do boy girl, would you be allowed to? Would it be okay for you to do boy girl? That's one.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be an issue or a problem. It's just I don't want to.
And see, that's number two. And number three, do you even need to? Because your money is not necessarily dominated by how much content you create, as far as when it comes to the OnlyFans or what have you.
Yeah, I would say that it's not. I feel like my OnlyFans subscribers, they literally have their own name. Well, they're my babes, but all of my supporters are all freaks and geeks because
Mm-hmm.
they all understand that knowledge literally comes before performance. And so with that, they will support whatever I do, no matter if
Mm-hmm.
I did go into the industry or if I chose to stay like where I am. And it's all about like what does Fairy want, what makes Fairy happy, how does Fairy
Mm-hmm.
feel about this? And me personally, like if I wanted to get in the industry, I would, I could, I
If
might.
you did, you would shut it down. But that's just my opinion. But anyway, go
You
ahead.
know, like I'm who knows what might happen in
Yeah.
the future. It's
Yeah.
people who join the industry and they're older than me at like a different age. You know, anything
Mm-hmm.
can happen. It's just that's not where I foresee myself. And
I
I
mean,
feel like
truthfully,
for
what
me
I'm getting
personally,
at is that you have a brand that is. Oh God, no, she didn't just.
I had to adjust them. But
Ooh.
even then it's not just about like my brand. It's just that I feel like there are so many people who I support who are 1000% doing what they need to do to make their mark, their brand, make
Mm-hmm.
their stamp in the industry. And they're doing such a good job doing that that I don't even want to be like in the same like category or realm as them because I'm supporting them so heavy that I
Mm-hmm.
could give two fucks about what I would do for the industry in that aspect. And me personally, I more so want to focus, like you said, I want to focus on the brain because I'm very fascinated with like,
Mm-hmm.
well, how does this make you feel? Like, where are you mentally? Are you sure you're okay with this?
Yeah, because the point with the brand
Okay,
is,
come here.
and, excuse me, the things that like I ask females is, which is
Come here.
the key of not damaging your brand, but not doing things that
Stop.
that you're not comfortable in. Like for example, you have a female that never did anal, and then she take a half ass to go do an anal scene, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
cutest dog.
Okay.
You
His
get
name is
what I'm saying?
Sanji.
Oh,
If
hey.
anybody watches One
Oh,
Piece,
she's cute. I love dogs.
you can
See,
have
see.
him.
Don't say that because my wife would be like, where you live at?
Down.
I'm telling you. Oh, but no, but I mean, that's what I think is the one thing that a lot of these girls must understand. That's why you have a lot of girls that end up leaving the game bitter because you overstepped your, I'm not going to say, I can't say morals. I'm trying to find the right word for it. Scruples, I guess. And what I mean by scruples is, like I said before, if you're not comfortable with a gangbang, don't jump your happy ass out there and do a gangbang. Because once again, build resentment,
Yeah.
period. So it's kind of like staying on, that's why I tell females, stay on your brand. Or
Do
if
things that's honestly comfortable for you. Like if you know for a fact that you're not comfortable with doing, like you said, for an example, anal. You've never had anal a day in your life, and you've never done any type of anal stop. You've never done any anal training or anything like that. Don't just jump in and try to like get into it. Like go through the process. Like because to be honest, something I have to talk about with clients is anal, and the anal process honestly is a beautiful thing. The process to understanding certain stuff is a beautiful thing, and a lot of people try to ignore that process because they just want to get to where the money is and get to where the bag is so quickly.
mm-hmm.
And it's like you're missing crucial points that can get you a bigger bag.
Yeah, because the point being is Rome wasn't built in a day. This is a marathon, not a sprint.
Right.
You know, and we kind of understood that back in the day, but because this era is so microwave, because I even look at how much people film. Man, you can film twice a month, you're good. But see, part of that, now they got to film 5 days a week, but part of that is because it's quantity over quality.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and me personally, the reason why I look at it that way, because we don't film for DVDs no more, we film for clips. So,
And
yeah.
now a lot of people are now they're putting out like those quick mini clips, like 10 5-minute videos, and like
Mm-hmm.
that's their content. When like, old school pornos, it was like you would get
Mm-hmm.
3 hours or the whole DVD will be out of storage by the time you even get a film on there. So yeah, now it's just like, some things have had to like change. I also think it's because of the economy. People have been like I said, a lot of people have been asking for like a lot of free shit. Having to copyright so many things. People don't want to, take accountability for stuff or share credibility. People just want to be like, oh, I'm going to steal your idea and market off of it, and I'm going to do less because I have a bigger name compared to the person who literally got it out the mud and had to do extra stuff to get what they needed.
Shoot, because even to the point like because the term of content creator became a thing, and people saying porn stars treated like the word nigga nowadays. So because they scared to say that motherfucker. But with you, like I said, you got certified in the whole nine or what have you. So do you think, let's say if you become popular like that, or let's say Miss Be Nasty, do you think it people should use sex therapists even though they ain't got no fucking clue or what it is or what have you?
Yes. I think for one, I think sex education should be in school systems, like
Mm-hmm.
pre-K all the way until if you go to college, your sophomore year in
Mm-hmm.
college. If you choose not to go to college, you take like maybe like another 2 3 more sex education courses, because there's so many things in the world of sex that isn't, again, like we talked about earlier, it's not just
Mm-hmm.
about like a dick in a vagina or a vagina against a vagina, dick butt whatever. It's not about like the anatomy of it. Sex is
Mm-hmm.
way more. It starts with consent, for number one. It starts with
Yeah.
communication, and a lot of people lack communication skills. A lot of people lack or the understanding of what consent is. So there is a lot of things that we all need to learn on a general knowledge of sex. And then as
Mm-hmm.
far as sex therapy, I think honestly, I think all couples, individuals, anybody should engage in a sex therapy session and or get a therapist, a
Mm-hmm.
regular psychological therapist, because we all have to undo trauma. And then on top of that, we all have a story that we would want to share with someone that doesn't be followed with judgment. Because even though our friends are our friends and family is family and they love us and all this other kind of stuff, there's still a level of judgment that we feel in the atmosphere. Whereas as a therapist, I am legally required to not judge you. Like the second that I judge my client, make fun of them, or point out their issues and consider them to be a problem, I'm fired. I lose my licensure. I can no longer practice. And even with being a sex educator, I can't judge someone for the lack of knowledge that they have. The only thing that I can do is educate and hopefully help, people have a better understanding. So yeah, I think everyone should engage in a sex therapy session, especially with
You
me.
know what's you know what's funny? I actually did a scene that was a sex therapy scene. It was a beautiful thing out of this piece too. So
It's
if I ain't
fun.
gonna, yeah, actually, because I mean, because to me, I wonder, because I always wondered this: do sex therapists have sex with the client or with the couple to kind of teach shit or what have you? Because I know porn always portrayed that to a certain extent.
No, it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
We can't have any type of relationship with the client. That's in our code of ethics.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's not about that. It's more of sitting down and talking and coaching.
Mm-hmm.
There
Mm-hmm.
are sex therapists who have done studies where they will watch. It's like sex therapists, analysts. Oh my
Damn,
god!
what was the name of that show? What was the name of that show that was doing that? That was doing that. I can't think of the show.
There's a
Series. I
show
think it was
on Netflix, Love, Sex, and Goop, where they have different sex educators, and sex therapists, sex workers who. Okay, I'm petting you. Relax. They have different sex workers on there who, they watch couples engage in activity, but they didn't engage themselves. Now there is that level of sex therapy that can happen, but the therapists themselves putting themselves in the couple situation, no, illegal.
Are you a dom?
I am primarily a sub. However, a
You
lot
a
of
damn switch. You a switch like a motherfucker.
see. I didn't think I
I'm
was.
sorry. I just smell big dick energy.
Oh, I do got a big dick.
Dominant
I got a fat
females.
pussy, and she know what she doing. But I've my
Nah,
my
but
subs and some of my basically my fans, my freaks and geeks or whatever.
my subs. See, she keeps
My
see.
subscribers. But I'm gonna call them my freaks and geeks because that's what they're called. My freaks and geeks, they have came to me and said you give dominant energy, but I don't
Yeah, you
know
give
how to
goddess.
be
I'm
a
sorry,
proper
you give
dom.
goddess energy. Now, you ain't a hardcore. You ain't a hardcore humiliation dom,
Oh
female
no.
dom. But I smell like goddess worship.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you can worship me.
You know what I'm
You can stare
saying?
at me, but just don't get on my nerves.
See what I mean? There you go.
I'll cater to you.
I'm
I
surprised
know.
you haven't tapped into the BDSM realm or what have you.
Oh
Even
no,
to
I have. My partner is my dom for sure, and we play a lot in that field. And the role that I take on, we do get into that. When we do get into that lifestyle, I naturally fall into the submissive role or the sub and do all those things because that's just something that I always like to do. Um, when me and him get more deep into the lifestyle, we become more fruitful and frugal. I might try to tap into that dom energy and see what that actually requires and takes. But I want to talk to. I have female dominant. Well, they're all dominatrix. I have dominatrix in my life that I can talk to and ask
Do
them
you do
questions
custom
and stuff.
videos? Do you do custom
Okay.
videos? Do you do custom videos?
Do I do
Like
what kind of video?
custom videos. Like
Oh
you have,
yeah.
and I'm pretty sure you done got a couple of requests for some dominatrix shit. I put money on it.
No, my request videos is more so either me twerking, um,
Mm-hmm.
or giving my partner head because whenever I go to Exotica, that's one of my seminars about fellatio, and I blow bubbles while I'm sucking. So it's a very fascinating thing for people to see. They want to
Such a
see
lucky
the
man.
bubbles.
Such a lucky man. That dog is so cute. No, because like I said, I mean,
He is spoiled.
yeah, I see. But not because like I said, with you, it's like so many avenues I can see that you, especially on the fetish side, because with your because your assertiveness, um, like shit, I was surprised you ain't got some people actually be submissive to you for real.
Oh yeah,
But
I'm into fluid exchange, but I'm into saliva.
mm-hmm.
I'm not into fluid exchange down yonder. No. Don't give me a golden shower. I'm not gonna give you a golden shower. No, that ain't it. Fairy do not
I'd
like
rather be
that.
pissed off than pissed
You
on.
piss on Fairy, Fairy gonna cuss you the fuck out.
Like I said, she said she'd rather be pissed off than be pissed on.
Yeah, don't do that, cause baby, you will get cussed the fuck out with the quickness.
Well, shoot, I done held you up here for a strong hour. I had to get you up here, baby girl, and you got to come back, cause we gotta really chop it up. Cause I even gonna ask you. No. The last thing, as a sex therapist, how do you diagnose what's going on with Kanye with him and him was talking about him, you know, porn destroying his life. He was addicted to porn. All that shit, just from the outside looking in.
There is a thing that's called porn addiction.
Mm-hmm.
So, and porn addiction is very real. It does hinder a lot of people's social skills. Especially in the incel community, they suffer a lot with how to publicly handle themselves. So someone saying porn has had a major effect on them, it does not surprise me. Porn ruining your life.
Mm.
It's a little iffy. That's just my opinion. That's just a little iffy because, you know, there's ways that you can get help. And Kanye, before, you know, he was in his situations where he lost all his money, he had even then to this day, he has the resources to go get the help. Because if porn was whatever done something to his life, there are people like myself and other sex therapists who have doctorate degrees and all the other kind of stuff who can genuinely like help him go through his emotions and work past his trauma with or without medication. Also, another thing to also put in perspective, Kanye is Kanye. Kanye has always been this, I'm going to say what I want, how I want, when I want kind of person since, honestly, I've been listening to Kanye and I've been listening to him for a long, long time. Kanye has always said like just out of the way stuff. Over the years, has it gotten like really reckless and has it become bad? Yes. And it has become to a point where it's just like, okay, Kanye, please go get help. Because I would hate to see something happen to an artist as great as him. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you know, people can only get help if they ask for it. So Kanye is not out.
I think Kanye, you're right about that. He does have some deep rooted, probably sexual trauma, and because
Kanye has a lot of trauma if you think about it. Like even him showing the house that he was raised in Chicago. Mm-hmm. Everyone
Kanye wears a gimp mask.
You know, like Kanye, he's from Chicago, and even then, Hollywood, main media, the music industry. A lot of people have came out into the music industry has so many like deep rooted things and problems inside of it that nobody could ever understand unless you were in there. So there's probably like a lot of things that really has hurt Kanye, and he doesn't have a real outlet or whatever. And so his outlet is just saying his outlandish, rude, disrespectful statements, and the community honestly just wants him to get help before he just gets lost in himself.
It just, this is how I feel when it comes to like sex addiction, porn addiction, and all that. For one, a lot of the guys I think they use it as a bullshit ass excuse. Because if that to me, because if for the sake of argument for me, if they are addicts, they're functioning addicts. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, to me, how can I put this? For you to be able to be a sex addict, a porn addict, that means that he was addicted to something else, and you took away that addiction and replaced it with it.
Well, not true, because some that can be a situation for some sex addicts, because we'll use sex addict as the realm. For some sex addicts, yes, it does come from, it started off as one addiction from something else, and then it triggered over to something in the sexual realm. But for some sex addicts, porn addicts, it comes from a place of the feeling that you get when you get high. Like the first time you saw porno, the first time they saw a porno, or the first time they ejaculated to a porno, or whatever the case may be, it gave them a feeling that they want to recreate over and over and over again. But just like people who were drug addicts at one point, they always come out and say like their first time doing coke, it was a trip that they've never been able to find again because it was like their first time and they're trying to go back and get to it. It's the same thing with any addiction. After you have like that one really what you consider great experience, you want to keep going back and get that experience over and over and over again. And it gets to the point where it just becomes like a part of your routine. And it's hard for people to really like break what is their everyday routine.
See, I'm going to say this though. Why is it there's always a married man that got caught cheating talking about he's a sex addict?
See, that's stereotype stuff. And I purposely try my hardest to like stay away from stereotypes because those things piss me off. Like I'm a black woman.
See,
I'm black and I'm a
That's what I was trying to say. I was like, look, I would have been nobody. I'm trying not to out this moment. But okay, yes. The clock is right twice a day. Yeah, there's probably some people out there that's addicted to porn. And there's probably some people out there addicted to sex. But some of you motherfuckers, they claiming that shit. No, motherfucker, you just a straight up cheat, nigga.
Okay, see, yeah, no, that's real. Because even if you are a porn addict, or to be a porn addict or to be a sex addict and to go through the actual diagnosis process, there is a therapist that you will have to go to and they will diagnose you. Like you can't just be a nympho just because you like to have sex.
See, I think that when people get mixed up. Nmphomaniac.
Yeah, that's like literally, that's literally something that a therapist, not saying that they have to diagnose you with it, but you would literally have to go through therapy, get your brain studied, audit. Like it's a lot of extensive treatment planning that goes into you being diagnosed with a sex addiction. So people who come out like, oh, I'm a sex addict. Like when Ray J came out on the internet, I was like, I'm a sex addict. And it was like, are you a clinically diagnosed sex addict or are you the kind of person that can't keep your dick in your pants? That's totally different. A clinically diagnosed sex addict is not the same as someone who's just like, oh, I like to have sex. If you like to have sex, that's just you like to have sex.
Mm-hmm. So what makes actually the difference?
What makes what?
What makes the difference between I just want to have sex or I'm addicted? What makes you clinically addicted?
A clinically diagnosis would be more so in the realm of like you literally can't live without it. It's to the point where it affects your work. Like if you can still go to work every day, if you can go to your 9 to 5 every single day, and while you're at your 9 to 5, you can focus on your job at hand. You have high performances at your job and you're able to do whatever it is you need to do at your job. You can go to church and do what you got to do at church. You can come home and watch TV and you're fine. It is just in moments where you have free time, you think about sex. That is, I like to have sex. If you go to work and you will call off from work, miss money because you want to have sex. You will stop participating in your extracurricular activities because you got to masturbate or have sex. If you can't watch TV, you can't live your everyday life without thinking of something to get a nut off. Then that's where it becomes an addiction, or that's something where you need to talk to a doctor or a therapist and see if you are clinically diagnosed to be a sex addict. If you can go through your everyday life, if you can go to the amusement park with your friends and your kids, whatever the case may be,
and don't sneak off to the bathroom.
Like if you can literally go out and live life, you can go to a club, you can go to a party, you can go hang out with friends, you literally can live life. And again, just in your free time or in moments where your brain isn't preoccupied with other things and you're thinking about sex, that just means you like to have sex and you a horny ass individual. That's something totally different than, fuck, I need to go walk my dog, but I'm gonna go beat my meat.
That's the reason why I always felt that there was no such thing. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I believe, yes, it was possible. Everything is possible. But the reason why, because from examples that I have seen, these dudes ain't no fucking way in here that were damn. No, you just cheated on your girl. You were dead lying. You got caught. So you think I'm a sex addict. She gonna forgive you. Oh, baby, it's okay. You know, do you want some more sex? It's like you a vampire or something.
I'm not saying you particular, but people lie too much. A lot of people sit there and they Google something. They see a book like this. Oh, gotta zoom. And they see a book like this or anything like that, or they watch a movie, a show, something, and they're just like this word nowadays, phobia. Everybody got a phobia. They have an opinion about what a phobia and all this other kind of stuff is. And there's a difference between a phobia and a preference. But of course, now we live in a world where as soon as you learn a word, you want to run with it. Like, oh no, you don't like the color blue. You have a blue phobia. And it's like, no, I don't like the color blue. Because, yeah, you're blue phobic. Like, no, I don't like the color blue because I don't like the color blue. My preference is purple or pink. Like, you know, it's just too many people got too many different opinions, which is fine to have your opinion, but we take the literal definition and pull it and then try to make our own definition within the realms, and it just gets confusing and people be lying too much. Y'all gotta stop lying on y'all dicks and y'all vaginas, because that makes things a lot more stressful for people who are like myself, who tell the truth all the time. Because to be honest, I hate lying, and it's too stressful and it's too much work because I really don't give a fuck.
She said stop lying on your pussy and your dick.
You got to.
Your dick ain't, your pussy ain't that wide and your dick ain't that big.
I wasn't talking about that part. I wasn't talking about that part.
Or okay. I mean, well, of course you got motherfuckers gonna sit there talk. Well, niggas lie on that dick anyway, whether it's size or how good it is.
The term big is subjective though, because I mean, some people might look at my partner. I say he got a big dick, and somebody might look at his dick and be like, "Oh, his dick little. It's big for me, and I like it." So you know, there's that. He could fuck me and be like, "Oh,
but
she
you
got
the
greatest pussy in the motherfucking world."
That size queen shit, and they ain't a size queen by any means.
Yeah, size queens, they kind of annoy me. Like the whole thing of like, oh, I could take 8 inches and plus and da 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 da, but then you get a dude with 10-inch dick and he piping you and you like you only get the tip in and you're like, oh my god, no, yeah, shut up. Yeah, like no, you said you could take a 10-inch dick. Here you go, now take it and take it real good.
You can't even get out of this motherfucker.
And then you gripping on it real tight. You don't want it to go nowhere. Like, nah, baby, loosen up. Let it go. Like, come on, take this dick. You know you like it.
I swear, people, man. It's like this. I always say this. It's the foolishness of the few that drowns out the truth of the many. So, you know, because we listen to the people that make the most noise. Because we love a train wreck. That's how it works.
That's why I listen to porn on mute. I do not like the noise aspect. All that, oh yeah, shut up.
See, now we figured out. Now we saw why they put the corny music in the background back in the day to the porn.
I didn't like that either. Cause they wouldn't fuck. And my undergrad studies was in music, and so I'm very, very huge on like fucking on rhythm and beats and music setting a vibe, and music can entice a situation. So if you sit in there and you play like some music and then you're fucking all off rhythm, like the way that you're making love or you're having sex doesn't even match the vibe of the song, I'm irritated.
Basically, she can ride dick very well, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, Miss Lady, we're now at the end of a wonderful episode of Smokers Lounge. And like I asked any new, well, can't even say you a new guest. The hell, you was on the premium smoke room. So shoot, you should be back. So with that,
hey, princess.
So with that, tell everybody where they spend money on you and where they can find you.
Oh, well, of course you want to spend money on me, baby. Subscribe to my OnlyFans, because you know what? That's the best way you can spend money on me, because I give you, like, my actual attention. My babies, they get my attention. If you want to just follow me, just want to see my fine-ass face, you can follow me on Instagram at Fairy, Fairy, Smutha, because his mother comes sunny you hoes. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Fairy Sex Mother, and it's spelled Mutha.
And now, if any couples want to, they say, book a session with you, how do they go about that?
All the links are going to be in my bio, no matter which one you go to, OnlyFans, Instagram, or Twitter. All my links. Or honestly, you could just Google Fairy Sex Mother, and then all my stuff.
And
right
you do in person. You do in person as well as like through Skype or Zoom, way.
Majority of my sessions are via Zoom. However, if you do book an in-person session, there is a different requirement, and you will get all that through like a consultation.
See, yeah, she's legit psychiatrist of sex. That's right, people. So with that being said, you know how we end this all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye and wiggle them things for them and say goodbye. Yay.